the second function, you know it's a second function because it says a 2 there. And we're supposed to analyze the equation with the graph and see if they match. If they match, I'm going to circle it. If it's not, I'm going to put an X by it, and then I have to describe whether I chose it or not. Now what makes this graph a little bit different is there's no what? There's no numbers. There's no coordinates. To do a quick review, here on the top right, all the X values are positive and all the Y values are positive. This is called quadrant 1. Quadrant 2 is which direction? There you go. So you're going counterclockwise. This might help us describe some words there. This problem, the first thing I'm going to do is look at the number of parentheses. Show me with your fingers how many sets of parentheses do you have there? 2. You have 2 sets. 1, 2. Put your finger on the form in your graphic organizer. That is the factored form. I'm going to write that formula right above it or below it. A couple of things I notice. I notice that there's no A value. So I'm thinking to myself, is it a 0 or 1? The answer is it's a 1. I'm just going to rewrite the numbers, x minus 8. I recognize in the formula that it has to have a minus sign. But they've given me a plus 2. How do I change plus 2 into a minus? It's like this problem. 1 minus negative 2. Class, what is 1 minus negative 2? The answer is 3. That's really the opposite of a negative number, which is a plus. So 1 plus 2 is 3. A lot of students would normally do this in your notation. You probably put like a plus sign. So here, my plus 2 is going to become a opposite of negative 2. Class, what's our A value? 1. A is 1. Is this positive or negative? Positive people do what? Smile. They smile. So the graph's going to open up. My P value is 8. Remember, you have in the formula minus signs. So you cover up the parentheses, the X, the minus sign. Then you see that P is equal to 8. Pay attention over here. Q is equal to what? Negative 2. If you look in your foldable, it kind of tells you what P and Q stand for. So if I know that this is factored form because there's 2 sets of parentheses, the only thing I highlighted there was what? X-intercepts. The P values represent the X-intercepts, where it crosses the X-axis. Let's draw ourselves a quick graph. And I'm going to see if that matches the graph above. I have 8. I have negative 2. And it opens up. Although the graphs, now I'm going to do the describing part, the second big part. I notice that both the graphs open up, but this does not exactly match. Why? So the answer is no. Because you have, this one has both X values in the positive X. Here I have one positive, one negative X-intercepts. So no, the X-intercepts do not match. I'm going to put an X by this problem. These two do not match.